Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel. Another week, and boy, so many things have changed just within a week, as it usually does. Thank you to those who have already subscribed to the channel. Thank you for leaving comments. Many of you have become clients who I've gotten to channel for. Some of you I've gotten to extract for you as far as the spirit extraction work that I do. And it's always incredible, and I'm blessed to do this work. For those of you who are new to the channel and you've stopped by, you were guided to this channel, welcome. And it's great to know that there are new people who are being guided to the channel. And I'm often told this, and I love how the universe works with that. Because when you are just meant to be exposed to something, to information, you listen to that guidance, and lo and behold, there's something that's really personal in it for you. So you can never go wrong, and I'm really grateful for that. So welcome. I'm Elizabeth. To anyone who is new, I am a professional channeler. I can channel divine beings. I can also channel those on the other side as well. And I am a medium. I'm also known as a Remote Spirit Extractor Specialist, which is really highest level work available from the light body. I'm able to actually travel to any location in the world and be able to clear from the darkest beings to their energies, and as well as remove a lot of things such as negative thought forms, emotional forms, assist you with activations, as well as helping to uncap your divine gifts. So it's really been incredible to hear the feedback on that, and I'm slowly starting to bring in a couple of new people with this work. I'm still a little backed up, but you know, I'm doing the best that I can. There's just so many people that can benefit from this work, especially those who are twin flames in particular. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I am a divine twin flame. I have been on this journey for some time. So although my work is available to everybody, being a divine twin flame, I'm very passionate about putting out information that's going to help people, to help confirm, validate their experiences, especially those who are new to this, where it's very confusing and it tends to be very overwhelming with all the videos out there. So I'm really very committed to helping twin flames. However, please know that if you do feel that there's someone that can benefit from an angelic channeling or a mediumship reading, a lot of times it's both. I'm now labeling it angels and guides because literally anything can happen in these readings. You can refer anyone, even if they're not a twin flame, and I'll check to see if they are a vibration with me. So just to reiterate that if you are interested in having a reading with me, please, please, please do not purchase anything yet off of the website, but contact me. The best way is on my website, so please go to theparanormalpriestess.com and go to my contact page, and I will check in with my team and see if I'm the reader for you. So I will see if we are a vibrational match, and if not, I will respectfully step aside and let you know if I am not. I want to apologize for the sound last week, and it's kind of strange how Mercury retrograde works with that, because I literally did not touch anything with my sound, didn't turn it down by mistake. You know, I would literally have to go into a whole bunch of areas in my computer to do that. And I went in there to actually adjust it up higher for this week, and lo and behold, I found out that the mic was actually not really that high, and I found that kind of weird, but pretty much anything can happen during Mercury retrograde, so it was just one of those glitch things. So I know there were some people that were commenting that they could hardly hear it, and you know, I do apologize, and I did test this out, so you should be able to hear this okay. Let me know, but it should be a lot better. There's so many things that I know are going on right now, and it's really quite astonishing. And I want to see where I want to start with this, and if my team is going to just pop in and give me some messages here, I'll give them the allowance to do that. I know that we just had a portal, the equinox portal. Okay, we had the solstice portal. We're also in the Mercury retrograde, and this is a huge portal. I know Archangel Michael was speaking about this one as being one that was very significant. It was especially going to affect the divine masculines who weren't currently awakening. That definitely true. We're also now into this more so the 5D energy layout is how they worded it. So they wanted me to talk about manifestation right now. And this is a really perfect time to talk about manifestation because of these really fast energies, these high frequency energies, the 5D energies. We're more so on the 5D now energy. And with that, we have to always keep in mind that everything is instantaneous. And this is what my angels wanted to tell you guys, is that to be really very conscious, much more conscious as to manifestation and what it is that you really desire out of your life. And it's very important. It's definitely about the seeds being planted now. And a reminder that this is beyond a shadow of a doubt, a manifestation year. This is the manifestation year. So yes, in regards to twin flames, it's most definitely the year where manifestation is being really supported by the divine. So I know a lot of people who I channel for, many of them are very distraught, and many think that, my gosh, what happens if this doesn't happen, and I'm afraid of being alone. You know, some people have moved to a strange place only to find that their twin flame is not connecting with them, pushing them away, wants nothing to do with them, that type of thing. And, you know, there's different scenarios going on. Some divorces have not taken place with karmic partners, not quite yet. However, what I can say is that I do a lot of these readings, and I'm finding that the awakening twin flame is actually understanding a lot more than what their awakened twin flame thinks that they do. And they're actually going through a lot of changes, and it's very scary for them. And this comes out in actually with the higher self channeling that I do. And I bring through twin flames, higher selves, many times in readings. Sometimes they'll be the entire reading, and they literally will bring through with exact words, their mannerisms, their accents, everything. And what they've been saying is that they're taking this all in, and it's been difficult for them to process, okay? And a lot of times when it's difficult to process, you know, someone is just reluctant to step forward and to admit to what they're feeling and admit to this because it's very intense. And that's what we're finding a lot. But on the other side of the coin, so the messages as far as communication, it's being received very, very strongly. So remember, we talked about communication being highlighted here. And it's true that with Mercury retrograde, that although, you know, we have Mercury going backwards, we do tend to see that people come forward and they do communicate when they're twins, which is interesting. It's really just great to know that that the processes are in progress. Things are being addressed. Archangel Michael says this over and over and over again, that, you know, your divine beloved, they are being addressed. They are definitely getting signs and synchronicities off the charts. Now, I'm not even going to think about how many comments I'm probably going to get right now as I'm saying this, but if you guys have been getting number synchronicities, signs of your beloved, signs of your life purpose, or just getting things communicated to you and it's off the charts, you're not alone. You're not alone. Synchronicities and signs, this has been happening a lot with this portal hitting. So communication in that way, I have been noticing that I've been picking up a lot of triple numbers. I've been picking up double numbers, but definitely a lot of triple numbers, such as 333, 444, 222, 777. But I've been literally getting these number synchronicities every moment. I have also been getting specific signs related to my twin flame journey. And I recently just had a couple where I was like, what? I'll share this with you because I think it's really a good thing to focus on just the divine intervention and that things are in motion. They are moving. I came home, put the radio on, and the first thing was that the song that was on was a song that was directly related to my twin flame. It was the artist, it was the song, it was one that I had labeled that song as, one of his songs. And I was like, oh my gosh, wow. So once I received that sign, then I was going back into my home office because I had, some work to do. I had to go through emails and respond and all of that. And so I said, okay, well, now it's time for me and Michael, meaning Archangel Michael, because I work very closely with him. He's one of the main members of my spiritual team. And after I said that, the very next song that came on after the Twin Flame song, the song, okay, and I'm not lying here, I swear to God, the song was called Me and Michael. Brand new song, Me and Michael. It was like, it was like 2 seconds after I said it's time for Me and Michael. And I was just blown away. Okay. Even my mother, who has tended to be somewhat skeptical with the signs and synchronicities, because I'm always pointing them out, she was just like, all right. But once she heard these signs, and she was like, wow, that's really effed up. She said. And it was really cool to be able to just see her face and her reaction when that happened. So that's another thing that's happening very, very often here is we're getting those signs and synchronicities that are really pumped up. The other thing, as far as communication goes, is that the telepathy has come back for many people. It's been missing for some time, and I know that it tends to be a little nervous. People get nervous when this happens, goes, oh my God, where'd they go? They just left. But, no worries there. It's always that there's adjustments that's being made there, that the divine is stepping in to do something very important for your twin as an individual, for you. It's just not the right time to communicate yet. But now with this portal, you let me know. Are you receiving clear telepathy now? Like very clear? Is it a lot clearer? Has it returned to you with you and your beloved? Perhaps you are receiving divine information and you're hearing your team a lot clearer. I know I am. So this portal has done so much as far as taking us into these higher energies and really bringing the clarity here and really bringing in the communication and the communion with both your beloved and with your team. Bringing in a lot of information about what you're supposed to do as far as your life purpose, what you're guided to be here. So please do not ignore a lot of the information that's coming in, the downloads that are coming in by the bucket loads. This is all here to help you to manifest. Remember, manifestation, this is where it's at. And we're going to see in the summertime so many really big changes. The message too that I know that my team wants me to deliver to you is about really staying committed to yourself, being committed to you. So whatever those things are that have been really difficult for you to work through, as far as whatever it is, if it's feelings of self, if you're not feeling like you love yourself, if you're feeling like there are things about you that you just can't live with, if you're just going through some really bad habits, if you have that type of thing going on, now is definitely the time to do that spring cleaning with yourself. And it's so very important. I know for me that I have had some really difficult things come up for me as far as habits that I know that have not been healthy, they've been toxic, and I know I've been a work in progress and all of that. So it's really crucial right now to stay with it. So whatever whatever you have to do to be able to work with yourself, if it's affirmations, if it's being able to see someone who is holistic, who is a healer, if it's taking yourself aside and just adding in more meditation and more prayer during your day, if it's a simple, whatever it is, I love you to yourself. If it's forgiveness, if you have to write something out in a journal to get it out, if you have to write a letter to yourself, whatever it is that is really going to help you stay committed to yourself. It's really important now to focus on getting all that junk out and all that clutter out, okay? Have those brand new seeds planted so that way you can manifest at a much higher level, okay? Because remember that every single thing that happens as far as manifestation starts with you. It starts with your vibration. If you are looking to manifest, bring through the most beautiful, loving partnership, the highest level spiritual partnership, such as the twin flame, it's always going to start with, how do you feel about yourself? Are you able to accept yourself? Are you able to love everything about yourself, including your flaws? Are you able to get through your stuff? Get through your stuff. It's not an easy thing to do, okay? We have twin flames out there who have age differences. There's a huge age gap. We have twin flames out there where one is in the public eye. This happens. A lot of times we tend to get stuck with the ego view of it. Oh, well, I'm too old, so they're probably not going to want someone like me because I'm just so much older, and they want to be with someone their own age. Oh, they probably don't want to be with me because they can go for a perfect looking man or the perfect looking woman, and they can get whoever they want because they're in the public eye, and that's just how it is. That's how it's always been. Things like that. There's so many different scenarios with this. But it's really important to know now, since we are in this manifestation energy, that it's all about you, your energy. It's your energy. It goes a lot deeper than the skin, okay? It's all about feeling. It's about feeling each other. It's about how you feel about yourself. It's about how you feel with the work that you do. Are you happy? Is this what you have always wanted to do? Is it about the actual mission, your life purpose, or are you focused too much on the money or perhaps lack of the money? So we have to think about how we can best manifest with this instantaneous energy, and we're really urged to do so. And whatever is impeding with that process, it's really time to let those things go, really get to the heart of what's blocking you from manifesting, okay? But definitely the self and being able to really love yourself as best that you can. Nobody's perfect, guys. Nobody. I get twin flames that get very, very emotional about this. Things such as, the age, about weight, whatever it is, not sexy enough. I don't care what it is, but you have to understand that, especially too with the twin flame journey, that your beloved is connected to your energy. You are one. You are one. Okay, that energy is connected. It's not about the trying to change yourself and try to fit a certain image in order to get your twin flame. Okay, that's all coming from an ego standpoint. It's all about being able to release and let go of all of those things that are keeping you from loving yourself fully, accepting yourself fully. And this is meaning no matter where you are, okay? No matter, it's being present with yourself. Loving yourself at every stage, no matter where you are on your journey, accepting that, and really just staying with yourself and understanding that it's not about trying to achieve a perfect image of yourself. It's really about, really loving yourself the best you can. And that really has to begin with you when it comes to attracting love. So please understand this and try your best to know, no one is perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has flaws. Everybody's going to age, all of these things. But if we're able to stay with ourselves, with our bodies, love and accept our bodies, be within the love and peace energy, radiate love, send it out. This is what's going to affect your twin flame, okay? This is what's going to affect the world. So working on what's toxic for you personally is really key to everything. And I think that sometimes on the twin flame journey, people lose sight of that because they want somebody so badly and they want to hear from someone so badly, and it's just not happening, and they're not always putting the pieces together that there's still more work to be done. I mean, not only for yourself, but work for your beloved as well. But also know this, is that as you shift out of toxicity, that is always going to help send the message over to your beloved to have them shift out of theirs, because you work off of each other. Okay? So the better version that you can be, the more you can manifest better for yourself, stay committed to yourself, that's going to help your beloved. Okay? Staying committed to your life purpose, not to give up. Sometimes there's struggles with getting a new business started, whether or not it's going to be in the highest good to have another job and then start a side business. A lot of times there tends to be fears there as far as, will I be able to bring in the prosperity that I'm going to be able to live off of? And a lot of fears come in there with that. And I have to say that when it comes to attracting prosperity, the number one thing that I know I had to do in my journey is I had to release that fear of lack. There was no other way of doing it. And my spiritual team absolutely would not allow me to keep any type of day job. It just wasn't the time anymore to do it. And I tried to force the fact, and it just did not work. So I just knew that it was time for me to step into my role, stay committed to that role, and manifest prosperity. Co-create and co-manifest, with the universe. And the best way to do that is to truthfully connect to the ways in which you are blocking yourself. What are the messages that you are actually sending out into the universe? Okay? And remember, your emotional response is very, very strong with manifesting, okay? When you send that emotional energy out, that emotional energy can either give to you what you truly desire, or it can give you what you don't want, even though you're not intending on that. So just understand what you're actually sending out there. So if you're getting really upset about certain things, and you're constantly putting out that energy of just feeling like you have lack, or you feel like you're being left alone or abandoned by your twin flame, and you keep putting that out, please understand that's not going to help your situation. If any of you are struggling with a health concern and you want to manifest health, healing, if you keep focusing on the fact that you're sick, if you keep focusing on the fact that what happens if I'm just never going to get well, if you keep putting out the emotions of and getting upset about being sick or ill or no one's going to help me, that type of energy is only going to manifest more of what you don't want. But as soon as we shift out of that energy and we enter a place of where we're placing our intentions and we're placing our energies on what it is we are attempting to create, that's when everything comes together. So again, planting the seeds for spring, really important, and manifesting. Staying committed as far as your journeys. Now, I've had a couple of people that were, I catch here and there that are like, I'm done with the journey. Can't do this anymore. I can't take any more heartache. I can't let this person do this to me. It's them, it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them. And first of all, it's always, again, comes down to you. It's always going to come down to, the fact that where are you in terms of self-love and empowerment. And understand, too, that it also has to do with your beloved going through their own things, but you can assist them with your energy. This journey was chosen by yourself and your beloved before incarnation, okay? And I've had people attempt to get off the journey and try to date others, and some really strange things happen, and the people were removed out of their lives, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason. And every single time that these people have tried to get off the journey, they would get hit with these really major signs, and they would be pushed back onto the journey. And we've talked about this before. So it goes to show you that staying committed to yourself and being committed to your other self, your beloved, is important here. So if you have lost faith in the journey after having so many disappointments and so many fallouts, and things just weren't working out the way you had, hoped, understand that, first of all, my team has really been saying that so many miracles are on their way now. This portal energy is incredible as far as pushing manifestation and bringing in the information, the downloads, the signs and synchronicities, the guidance basically that your beloved would require to awaken further, understand and accept the truth, and make the necessary changes. So it's up to you to be able to be committed still to the journey and believe in it. Believe in manifestation. Manifestation of this union is meant to happen. It's meant to happen. And so if you can maybe think to yourself about ways of renewing your faith and staying committed to the journey now for this new energy, it's really going to help out, and it's really going to give you a new slate, a clean slate. A clean slate is here, and this is what my team absolutely is recommending, to focus on the clean slate, renew your commitment to this journey. So let's see what else is going to come up here that would be important if they're talking about seeing past illusions. Yeah, that would be important. I just want to see in which way that they mean that. So they're talking about it regarding the beloved, regarding the journey, to see past any types of illusions that you may have, to not be triggered by anything, because there's so much more than what you are being exposed to. So if you are out there and you still find yourself being a little bit triggered by things that you're seeing, say on social media, or triggered by something that your twin said to you in the physical, or by text or phone or in person, whatever it may be, to know that a lot of these things, don't get caught up in the 3D illusion anymore, because the 5D energies, this is the layout now. So this is what they're talking about as far as living. Living 5D. So focus on the truth. Bring yourself back to the truth of who your twin really is as a soul, the truth of your love. The truth is that they do love you, and we are coming home to each other. We talked about this in the other video, and this energy is totally there to support it in every single way. So everything as far as communication is now being pushed forward. It's being pushed forward. So communicate with your team. Communicate with your beloved in the ways that are in the right way right now. So if you cannot communicate with your twin in the physical because it's just not the right time yet, because they are still transitioning with their lives, and I do say transitioning, then you can speak with their higher self. You can communicate and share love with their higher self. There's also telepathically, so many twins are communicating now in that kind of sense, which is the physical way. Still considered physical. It's through the mental and emotional bodies. So embrace the communication that's presented to you right now. Enjoy the communication. Telepathy, I will say, I don't share really personal things about my journey, but I will say this, is that telepathy really kicked in again on my journey. And we had a really open conversation, an honest conversation the other night about the work that we do and what's important to us and why we do what we do and what makes it us. And I think it was really important to have that type of discussion, to be comfortable with each other and get to know each other. And so open conversations and honest conversations are highlighted. But if they're not in the physical sense yet, depending on where you are energetically, that's okay. Because there are conversations that are happening in the dream state. There are conversations with higher selves. There are conversations in terms of the telepathy, okay? And the telepathy can be direct. The telepathy can also be that you're just receiving things such as just picking up on their space and picking up on certain thoughts sporadically, visions and different things like that. So you may be receiving it in that way. But for me, it was direct. And just to be able to have this conversation was just really healing. I think more so even on my end, because there were certain things that I just really needed to hear and understand about his life that I had been struggling with for a little while as far as, concerns. And it was just a really beautiful thing to be able to open up and to have this type of conversation. And it really did. It really helped out. It really helped out. And I know, I just feel it, that it brought the energetic connection a lot closer. So things are moving, and it's great to know that. So the main messages here, I think I really covered the communication and the manifestation, and really paying attention to the ways in which we are stopping ourselves from manifesting. The laws of attraction are real, guys, and not only are they real, but they are functioning quickly. So it's time to really get yourself into the habit now of really knowing how to shift your thoughts, shift your emotions, bring yourself back into a place of peace, of self-love and self-empowerment. And if you have never been in that place, to work on getting into that place, and pay attention to the words that you use. Pay attention to if you get really rattled or upset, in your day. If people, being around people or something like that is really rattling you, and you're finding yourself in an angry state, and you're letting people affect you in that way, and it's often, pay attention to all these things about what it is that you're actually putting out there, because it's going to help you out. It's really going to help you out to know that. So to shift that means that you're going to be planting seeds, and you are going to end up having growth that you are going to be so excited about, because it's going to wow you. It's going to wow you this whole year. I know it's been really challenging, especially, from January, and we just got through a really rough patch, but we are now entering into this newer energy where things are really going to work with us. They are. So we have to take it upon ourselves to work with these amazing energies and get the best benefit from them. Okay? Because the divine can't make us do it. I mean, they are giving us as much guidance, as much information, but they can't force us to take the actual action. We have to do that. But we're getting all the support, and your beloveds, if you are a twin flame, they are getting all the support and information that they require. So remember this, just as you were very confused and you were awakening and you didn't understand a lot and you were afraid and all these things, know that your beloved, they go through that same thing, but now they're going through it at a much more accelerated rate than you due to these amazing energies. So things will be moving into high gear. But it's really truthfully about just accepting things that where we're at, understanding too that we have the ability to create, that you're a powerful creator. So it's about accepting, it's about surrendering, it's about trusting, yes, but also just remembering that you have the ability to create and go with that. Understand that that power is there for you. It's a beautiful power that we have. And I'm hoping that all of you out there will use that power to create things in your life that you truthfully want, that you love, that you enjoy, and that you don't put any limitations on yourself. Don't limit it, because as soon as you put those limitations there, it's like putting a huge stop sign up. So as powerful beings, we are ready now to move forward into this 5D layout and to truthfully live amazing, abundant, happy, peaceful, and loving lives, the lives that we were meant to live. So remember that, okay? And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Always is. And if you are interested in having a reading, a personal reading with me, you can go to theparanormalpriestess.com. I'm there for you. You can find me on Facebook. I have my page, The Paranormal Priestess. On my Facebook page, I know there's some people who are inquiring about readings on there. It's just going to be a lot easier for me. If you are interested in reading, please go to my website to do that. Comments and everything like that, great on Facebook, but it's just easier if you are inquiring about a reading to visit me on my website. I'm also on Twitter, so if you'd like to come follow me, I have the Twitter account for the YouTube, which is Para Priestess YT, and I also have my own personal Twitter, Para_Priestess, so lots of ways that we could connect. Glad to be here as always. I hope that this clarified some things for you, and time to get excited, because you can do it. You've come so far. Stay committed to yourself. Stay committed to your twin flame journey. Stay committed to your life purpose, and you're ready to go. Okay, the divine has your back. Brightest blessings. Take care, and I will see you guys next week. Much love. Bye, guys.